One of the most awaited smartphones of the year is finally here. A phone with the sharpest telephoto lens on a smartphone right now, coming at 180 megapixels, the most brightest screen on any smartphone coming at 5000 nits of peak brightness, and a phone that has quickly become the new battery king by beating both Samsung and Apple by 2 hours in an extreme battery drain test. This is the Honor Magic 6 Pro. I'm currently in Girona, Spain, which is the home of iconic Game of Thrones location, and I'm testing out this Magic 6 Pro exclusively for this trip for about a week, and here are my honest thoughts. Stick around because guess what? I'm gonna be giving away one Honor Magic 6 Pro to you guys. So first, let's start things with unboxing. This year, Honor has made the decision to make the packaging smaller, which only means one thing, and that is no charger inside the box this time, but we do get a longer USB-C cable, paperwork, and SIM ejector tool. Now right out of the box, you can see that Magic 6 Pro retains its iconic design look from last year. But there are some exciting new changes. I've got both black and green models here, and both are very different. The green model has a leather texture back, which honestly feels very refreshing to see. And to match this green aesthetic, Honor has chosen golden colors for the side of this phone as well as the camera edges. On the other hand, the black model now has a proper stealthy vibe along with a clean matte finish. Honestly, I love both of these two colors, but let me know which one do you like better, and yeah, I am giving away one of these to you guys. Make sure to follow the rules in the description. Now this time, the unique spherical design has a very interesting look going on. One of the lenses is actually bigger than the other two lenses. That is actually the new bigger 180 megapixel telephoto lens, while the other two are 50 megapixel main and ultra wide angle sensors. Normally phones have even sizes for their lenses, but Honor wants you to know that you've got a monster zoom lens that can output 180 megapixel shots with insane details. We'll talk about camera in a bit because as amazing that sounds, there's actually something that's more impressive than the cameras, and that is battery life. This phone has almost 600 mAh more battery cell than the Galaxy S24 Ultra while still being 7 to 8 grams lighter, all thanks to the Honor 2nd gen silicon carbon battery. And well, their secret magic optimization has worked because this phone outperformed both Galaxy S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max by about 2 hours in an extreme battery drain test done by Ben from Lover of Tech. That is actually quite impressive. Honor proves that it's time for smartphone brands to start going beyond 5000 mAh per cell for legendary battery performance. And let's not forget the fast charging because the phone comes with 80 watt wired charging and 66 watt wireless charging capabilities. It's hands down one of the best overall battery experience that I've tried out on a flagship right now in 2024. The other crushing feature on this phone is its display, which is just absolutely insane. This is a 6.8-inch curved OLED display with 5000 nits of peak brightness. That is simply mind-blowing. It's also the best display for your eyes thanks to 4320 Hz PWM dimming number, which means that it's gonna flicker less, hence it's gonna strain your eyes less when being used for a longer period of times. This phone is literally built to use outdoors. Now I don't know why Honor did this. Perhaps they had a lot of free time on their hand, but this is actually perhaps one of the most secure phones on the market right now, with both optical fingerprint scanner as well as having a 3D facial scanner. Because of the 3D facial scanner, we have Magic Capsule, aka Dynamic Island. It has a very similar functionality in terms of animations, any ongoing activity on your phone, for example using clock or music or multiple apps can go there when you exit them, and then you can easily access them by tapping on the capsule. Now this 3D scanner also supports intelligent tracking, which allows you to scroll web pages by just doing hand gestures, and you can even take screenshots in the most coolest way possible. The display also curves on each side, giving this phone probably one of the highest screen to body ratios on the market. And as usual, Honor doesn't go easy when it comes to performance. Under the hood, we have the fan favorite Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip running the show with ease, combined with 12 gigs of RAM. The best thing about Honor, just like the last year's model, was the Magic OS animations. This might be my smoothest Honor experience right now, similar to what I experienced last year. I don't know what they do with their animations, but they are just so good. This time Magic OS is more than just animations, because Magic OS 8 brings quite a lot of cool features to the table with the help of AI. First, we have the AI noise cancellation for phones, and that is just straight up magical. I called my friend Ben to test this feature out while I played music in the background, and as soon as I turned the AI noise cancellation on, he wasn't able to hear anything from the background. All he could hear was my voice with no distortion. It's probably one of my favorite AI features on the Magic 6 Pro. Also, one of the other AI features is the new Magic Portal. You can press and hold on a photo and drag it to the portal, where it gives you different applications. For example, with Google, it instantly does image search. If you're browsing the web and you see an address, you can press and hold on to it and then drag this to the Google Maps, and it instantly starts doing navigation. You can also drag your screenshots to Magic Portal for Google searching anything you see on the screen. I wish there were more third-party apps to be supported by Magic Portal, but Honor says that more support is coming with third-party apps in the future. This phone also has satellite connectivity on the Chinese model, which might get expanded to other regions, again depending on the SIM coverage. But yeah, this phone does actually have satellite connectivity. And for those who want their Magic 6 Pro to last for about a week long in terms of battery performance, you can use the ultra power saving mode, which gives you minimal options while conserving the maximum battery. We also have a ton of customization when it comes to the lock screen and home screen. You have so many different wallpaper options and then further customizations to those wallpapers, and you can also customize clock styles according to your liking. All in all, Magic OS is still one of the most feature-packed UIs on the market. Alright, now let's talk about those cameras. Starting with the images, they are very well tuned with strong HDR, great colors, almost kind of similar to the Google Pixel color science in some scenarios, but it's kind of turned down a notch, not too much. Plus a ridiculously fast shutter speed, which is always a good thing, especially if you want to capture fast moving objects. Now the main sensor actually has dual aperture f1.4 and f2.0, which can only be changed in the Pro mode. Honestly, I haven't seen any major difference, so I've shot everything on auto at f1.4. When it comes to the night performance, HDR is actually really strong. No matter how tough the lighting scenario was, the Honor Magic 6 Pro made sure that it kept the lighting perfectly exposed. And unlike Samsung and Apple, Magic 6 Pro takes about 1 to 2 seconds for processing these night mode images. The zoom lens is mentioned at 2.5x magnification, but because the sensor has a different focal length, its 2.5x length is actually equivalent to 3x lens on a Samsung phone. And well, the images are very sharp at up to 10x level. You see quite a lot of detail, but when you zoom beyond 20x to 30, 40 or all the way to 100x, that's when you see a quality drop. Taking a look at the zoom shots in low light situations, because of its bigger size as well as a bigger aperture, it handles low light better than the S24 Ultra at 5x or beyond 5x levels. All in all, these cameras specifically for photos are amazing. But what about video? So you can shoot 4K 60fps video across all lenses, and you can switch them simultaneously while you're recording 4K 60fps, which is pretty good. It also has a cinematic mode, but that's only limited to 1080p at 24 frames per second. So generally, video performance looks pretty good on this phone in most scenarios, and even when you compare this in low light situation to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the Magic 6 Pro does pretty good, better than most most phones that I've seen in this situation. As for the front camera, we have 50 megapixel resolution, so pretty good detailed selfies. As for the front camera video, you can shoot up to 4K 30 FPS, but for 60 FPS, you'll have to switch to 1080p. Overall, the camera experience is very solid and it's quite capable. I wish it could shoot 4K cinematic videos, but overall, it's a very strong camera setup. So what are my closing thoughts? Well, the Magic 6 Pro is definitely here to make its mark in the smartphone space with its brightest screen on a smartphone, as well as having the best battery life that I've personally tested out on a phone right now, thanks to 5600 mAh cell. The fact that you get fingerprint scanner on top of 3D facial scanner, they definitely have gone out of their way by bringing quite a lot of options with their 2024 flagship. While it doesn't have every camera mode out there, it's still a solid camera, especially for photos with incredible HDR performance. Depending on where you live, Magic 6 Pro could be 100 to 150 euros cheaper than the competing flagships. Has Honor done enough to convince you? Well, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. They have certainly tried and went all out with this phone, that's for sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, subscribe to the channel if you're new here and don't forget to enter the giveaway. All the rules for the Magic 6 Pro are mentioned in the description below. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.